So if you're not currently healthy, able to perform functions with your body that are a little bit past the sedentary level, if you're not able to do like if you're not able to squat down onto your knees for like an extend like a minute or two and not able to hold certain positions without your body hurting, barring injury and maybe old age, you have to ask yourself, what are you doing in life? And there have to be standards set for health. There have to be levels expected of any average able-bodied and able-minded person, because even if your body is not in great condition right now, if you have an able mind, that's enough for you to get an able body. That's just what I'm learning, and there's no excuse. You could come up with a lot of reasons why your body looks the way it does, or why your body feels the way it feels, but ultimately, there's a lot of reasons that are, I guess, undeniable when it comes to why you should have a healthy, functioning body. And I'll go through those reasons now. It's like once you realize these things, it's hard to tell yourself that it's okay for you to be unhealthy once you realize these things. It all boils down, I guess the first point to it boils down to basic biology and human evolution. So it's just a fact that in our modern day, we have so many tools and so much technology at our disposal that you could learn anything you wanted about the human body with relative ease. You could look up articles, research. You can watch YouTube videos. You can even watch documentaries where people document their fitness and everything. You can do all these things and learn as much as you want about the body, and yet you still would need one more component in order to get it going, to get the stone rolling. You would need to know why, and this is the reason why. In human biology and evolution, humans have always been adaptable, have always reacted to their environments, and have always conquered, I guess, in their environment. And so if you've ever thought about it like this, you'll realize that you have had an ancestor that has lived through every major, I guess, trial, every major hardship imaginable since the beginning of time. Every war that there's been, even like natural disasters, you have had an ancestor that lived through that fought through that so that they could survive. And then they had children who had children who had children, and then now here you are. So in our day and age, we tend to forget a lot about where we came from and how conditions used to be, and even how conditions still are. Because to look at our society, where people struggle with mental health and physical health, and yet we have everything at our disposal, and then you look at other countries where people have nothing, and they have to fight every day just to eat like a few hundred calories and keep themselves alive. Those people, their struggle is nothing compared to ours, yet we feel justified in telling ourselves it's okay that you're not healthy. It's okay that you don't have control over controllable aspects of your life. You have to be real with yourself and be honest with yourself. Even call yourself out, because other people calling each other out doesn't do much. If your motivation lies with other people telling you what to do, you'll never be happy in life. But most people these days are not comfortable with telling themselves the truth. And so even now, I'm not happy at all with the functionality of my body. I'm just happy with the progress I've made. That it's given me a little bit of satisfaction to see where I've come from, but I still have a lot more to go, and I'm not satisfied until I can let's say hold a handstand, do a backflip, or do things that that a strong and healthy person would do. Because once you get to a point of relative comfort with your health, then you realize there's a whole other level past that. Yet most people are not even comfortable in their own bodies as is. But another aspect, I guess, of fitness that people neglect is that we need to be having children. And fitness is a huge part of that. We always like to say how it's all about personality and like who you are as a person. But really the very first thing, the first factor of mating, of relationships and things like that, is always attraction. It literally cannot be anything else. If you're not attracted to a person, you'll never get the chance to or if someone's not attracted to you, you'll never get the chance to win them over with your personality. It's just not how it works. It's not a Disney fairy tale. This is real life. People have real needs, and biologically, each human needs a healthy partner to be able to have kids. It's just not fair for anyone who's overweight, unhealthy, or otherwise incapacitated by physical challenges. It's not okay to expect someone to be okay with your health the same way you are, because even if you do enjoy each other's personalities and your presence and company, within years, within a decade, let's say, you can start experiencing major health problems that will cause a lot of strife, a lot of challenges, monetarily, like financially, but also in your relationship, it'll cause a lot of strain. And all this can be avoided if everyone would just take accountability for themselves personally. Part of the issue is that there's a lot of misinformation out there, or like there's a lot of marketing from fitness industry products, I guess. Like people want you to buy things, and so they'll market it in a way where it makes you think that if you buy a certain product or do a certain program or do a certain way of training, it'll make the difference between being healthy and not being healthy. They also sell us on the idea of aesthetic, about looking good instead of actually being healthy. So all this becomes very confusing. But when you put it simply like this, that you need to be attractive enough to get someone to be your partner, and then have children. And the reason why, and I don't know, maybe I'm going too deep into this. Maybe people don't care, but if you don't have children, who will grow up to solve our problems in society? We can do our best, but we will not be able to touch even like 1% of the problems in our society. But yet we can all do one small thing, and then if we have children and teach them the right way of life, they can grow up to solve the next level of problems and then it keeps going down that cycle, keeps going down that path until at one point our children's children at whatever point will have a perfect or a near perfect life in existence. Everyone on the earth will have equal opportunities, and we'll all have everything they need in order to be healthy and happy. That's what everyone should want, right? And yet we're putting the responsibility on governments, on entities that don't even aren't represented by our interest. They do whatever they want. We're putting accountability on everyone else's shoulders except for ours. You could have children, you could teach them well, and that would do more than anything else for the betterment of our society. Anyways, these are just a few thoughts of mine that keep me motivated and inspired to go to the gym. Mostly, I guess, you can contemplate this every once in a while. It's hard to keep all these thoughts on the very forefront of your mind. I would say, however, that you need to have one singular reason that will drive you constantly, and then if you ever need more motivation, you consider the other factors. But for me right now, I just think I don't deserve this level of comfort that I've been given in life. Doesn't mean I'm not grateful for it. I understand I don't deserve it just because I didn't do anything to earn it. So in order to prepare myself for a harder life ahead, which life always gets harder, it helps if you put yourself through discomfort early on, and then you challenge yourself early on, so that way when challenges happen, you've already felt the discomfort and know how to navigate through it. That's the difference between a lot of successful people and unmotivated people, is that people who are driven and challenge themselves understand the fact that they don't really deserve what they have, and so in order to earn it, they punish themselves and challenge themselves in ways that most people don't. And so it sounds weird that you have to punish yourself to be successful, but life is going to do that regardless. So if you can get on it beforehand and do it in a controlled way, you'll have that much more of an advantage in life when life does get hard. So that was my workout for today. I'm definitely going to look into getting a gym membership soon, because I need to be squatting again, and I feel like my body really needs it, and I want it, psychologically I want it. And I just think that the best way to train is obviously slowly and gradually, but also to incorporate as much of a variety of different movements and elements as possible into your training. But hopefully this video was helpful to anyone who needed motivation or who wanted to know more about fitness and stuff. And if you feel like it, go ahead and follow my other accounts. There's links in the description. You can follow my TikTok, Instagram. There's a Facebook page. I really just need support in any way possible, and I'm not going to ask for it of anyone who doesn't actually care about this content. If you're just doing it to support me, that's okay, but I'd rather it be people that really enjoy or actually see value and merit in this content. I feel like a lot of people, their following is people who just would rather be entertained rather than people who support their goals. And so that's why I intentionally make this content the way it is. I'm not trying to entertain, I'm trying to inform and trying to motivate and inspire. And so if you see the merit and value in that, hopefully you can see in the future, in the outlook, that I need a following and I need support in order to get this message out on a wider platform. So if you could please consider that, that would help me a lot. If you would follow me on other platforms, and we can grow this thing together. But regardless, thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you. Bye.